5 Zonai builds that are going to be incredibly useful. We should start off with the one that I find the most useful, homemade workbench. All of my builds cost you less than 15 Zonai to make, and they can also be found using simple tools that are found at pretty much every Hudson station with the exception of one, and we'll get into that one in a bit. So this is essentially a flat platform that you can create anywhere, and it's wide enough that you could reasonably decide that you want to build, let's say you wanted to build like a plane, and from here all I got to do is patch, and you know, all you would need to do is lift it up, put it back down, get on it. I like to do it faster because like I'm a gamer, but in this particular case that kind of screwed me over. And would you look at that little fan plane, and you know, this works out pretty well. I'd say I've the amount of things that I just pull that out to build on real quick, very helpful. So that's the first one, you know. And you know, again, incredibly cheap, incredibly versatile. Let's show off the next invention. This is one of my favorites. Biggest bang for your buck, essentially. So you build yourself one of these, you stick it in the ground very slightly, and you just stand under it and ascend. And now we have this huge vantage point, and I can see the whole monster camp. So now I see this guy at the top. Now I see this guy over here. And not only that, you can even do more with this. I did not think that through, but okay, I didn't think that one through. Ignore that bit. That whole thing's gonna come down now. But yeah, now I can slowly but surely show off our next ability. Ultimately, I want to end up over here. The main issue with that is that over there is mostly water, and Link is not the best swimmer. So you might want to find yourself a consistent boat that you want to use. I might have the perfect beast for you. For just 12 pieces of Zonai, you can make yourself an Unsinkable Raft. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What the hell? Where'd that yellow piece come from? That is something I found in a shrine. So, if you want this exact same yellow piece to make your Unsinkable Raft, all you need to do, go to this shrine right here at the bottom of Murkay Island in this location on the big map. Now, this item is right here. So anyway, this right here is the platform in question. Now, you have about 2 methods of going about this. You could fuse this to your shield. You can go to Terrytown. There's a Goron who's like right here, and he will break this off your shield for 20 rupees. Your alternative, go like this, and then if I leave the shrine now, if I look in my auto build now, this with the pine cone is on it. And it costs me 6 Zonai, and then I would just, what I like to do to make sure the thing doesn't despawn is I like to add part of the build first, and then I grab this bit and I shake it off, and then this stays. That's all you really need, and I find this to be an incredibly useful thing. So just go to, again, for last time, you go to Deep Force, and if you want to cheapen this even more, what you can do is you can go in your inventory, drop the materials you need, then auto build, and it will use those materials off the ground. Now it's even cheap. Now it only cost me 3 Zonai. Go ahead and use our hover raft. So there he is. So my 4th invention will be not useful for this Hinox fight. I mean, I guess it's a little useful. I'll pull it out. Don't throw that at me. That'd be not nice. He threw it at me. What a bitch. Now again, this won't be very useful for Hinox fights. I mean, I suppose I could go like this. Like if I really wanted to. Now he's like a buddy helping me fight him. But I do a lot of damage with this weapon, so not too concerned. He knocked my machine away. Now, the 4th invention is a cult classic. Most people know about this one, so it'll be the hover bike. It looks like that. We will actually, what I'll do for you though is I will because a lot of the problems people have with the hover bike is it's a little hard to make because you need to do it on flat ground. So we're gonna make one of these, swap real quick. And the hover bike is a very easy to use invention. Three-step process. You need 2 fans and a steering stick. So what you would do is, what I like to do is I go like this, turn my stick 90 degrees once, and I try and get it to attach at the perfect spot. You can see where it's going to attach at based on those 2 yellow dots. If we zoom in, see those 2 yellow dots, that's where it's going to attach at. We zoom out, we can see that they're right there. So those 2 yellow dots show you exactly the point where it's going to attach at. And so we can do that. And we can do this. And if all goes well, when it flies, it should not lean to the left or to the right. And if it leans in a direction, it leans a little to the right. So I didn't make it perfect there, but it leans so little, very slightly, and you'd be fine. I like sold. I don't have enough room to build. There we go. So we turn on our contraption. And now this will just dig for me. Yeah, that's the only problem, is that you might be a little too close to the thing you're trying to use. But besides that one problem, oh hey, the thing I need. Die, bubble frog. Yeah, so basically that's all we really needed. That is the 5 Zonai invention.